Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Pilots YouTube channel. And as you saw in our last video, these are the SpellBrite non-neon LED lights. And we bought some more. We're going to have some fun with them. So why don't you stay tuned until we lighten up with this topic. Should be a little bit of fun, and I think you're going to be really liking some of the colors and some of the prices when you hear about these lights that you can put together. So we would like to ask you, please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notify to stay current with our content. Now, as you saw from our intro, we bought a bunch of other signs, and one of them we bought was Grumman Pilots. And as you can see here, they come in the boxes. Each box is one letter. So we have Grumman on the top and we have Pilots on the bottom, and that's what we're going to assemble. Now, we're not going to bore you with watching us assemble all of these, because you saw that in the other video we did the other day when we just did Grumman and ended up hanging it on the bathroom. But we're going to have some fun with the Grumman here, and we even bought a remote, but the remote failed the fourth time we used it. So here's Grumman Pilots, and it's all illuminated. Now, we don't have them on full brightness, and we don't have any of the other ones. Now, my brother-in-law next door, Michael, his CB call sign back in the 1970s was Roadrunner, and he's always been very proud of that. And so we decided that we would buy a sign and give it to him for his birthday, so now he can hang this in his den, and he's got his old CB call sign. And he still talks on his radio and still has friends that he communicates with, so it hasn't gone away according to what a lot of people have said. So ladies and gentlemen, that's 10 letters. It's a little bit of fun, but this is the letter. This was the sign number 4 that we were building this morning, and that's when we discovered that the remote control wasn't going to work anymore. We couldn't turn things on, we couldn't turn them off, so we're just having to plug them in. But anyway, it was a nice idea that we thought we could put these all, plug them into one remote, walk in the morning, hit a switch, they all turn on, but that's not how it worked out. There you go. And then we also bought the sign Sparkle, and you know, it's just 7 letters, but it's a Luann's call sign for flying. And so we put the letters together, and again, these will illuminate in blue. One of the nice features of this lighting is it has 4 different levels of brightness, from dim, mediums, all the way up to very bright, and it also has a different bunch of blinking modes, a fast blink, a slow blink. I would have liked if they would have just run along with a blinking that went like SPARKLE and then spells the whole word, but no. But anyway, you know, it's an evolving technology. I'm sure there will be some improvements down the road. And again, Sparkle in blue, and we will be hanging this sign in the hangar along with some of the other ones. The only one you're not going to see in the hangar is going to be Roadrunner, because that's going to be delivered to my brother-in-law's house, and that's where it's going to hang. So stay tuned for some more fun with signs. And what would be a GPA sign without KHAO, our home field? And this one's going to be in Kelly Green to honor the Hogan family and their Irish tradition that they maintain here with the Hogan Flying Service. So we have KAAH in green. We have KHAO in green. And then, of course, it is the GPA, and we're going to have the GPA in blue. So we bought one of those as well. And again, this one will be hanging in the hangar. Matt and I will shoot some video because we'll use it for opening and closings. You know, here we are at KHAO, and we are the GPA. Well, now, considering with the tradition of having your names on signs, we decided to get a Roscoe. Now, this one is just a standard horizontal sign, and we got it in red to go with all the toolboxes and the golf carts and stuff. But this is just one version. And then as an experiment, it really like doubles the cost of the sign. But we also got a Roscoe that was vertical, and that's where you have to get all the end caps and the adaptings. But that was another one we tried, and that one's going to be hanging in the corner, illuminating a dark corner. And we even got one in white, November 28241, the N number of the Project Tiger. And by the way, the Project Tiger N number that we put together, again, it's going to be in white. It's going to hang in the hangar. We'll have some fun with it a little bit later on. But ultimately, when we go to put the Project Tiger up for sale, this call sign, November 28241, in the white sign, will go home with whoever buys it. That way it can hang in their hangar, it can hang in their den, it can hang in a man cave. It's not going to matter, but that sign is going to go with the owner of the Project Tiger as a remembrance of all the videos we did, and we hope they really enjoy it. And as you might have figured out, we also got one in Shop Monkey. Our original shirts were in mustard with green lettering, and that's why we chose the green for Shop Monkey. We also chose it as a 2-line sign, and you will find that hanging in the hanger. And by the way, that green is very striking. It's also very bright and very pretty. It's a very striking green. So we think you'll like the green. Again, your colors are blue, red, green, and the white. So choose wisely and get your letters ordered. And here's a little bit of a preview. Here is November 28241 hanging on the wall, but what I wanted to call your attention to, we have added to the hanger a 55-inch smart television so we can throw weather up there as well as other stuff. Then after all the signs were put together, I'd like to thank Matt Wing, Shop Monkey, for helping hang them. So there was a GPA, there's the vertical Roscoe hanging in the corner. There's the Grumman sign we all started with a couple of weeks ago hanging on the bathroom. GPA again. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some new signage. And of course, there's KHAO. That was the first hanging location, but we didn't like where it was. We wanted to have it match the GPA on the other side. So Matt climbed up on a ladder and began the process of moving the sign for us. Now we're just going to speed through this a little bit. We'll get to the fun in just a second. So here's Matt hanging the sign at 4 times the normal speed, and then we'll get right here to the end of all of this when we've got the power installed and we've pretty much got it where we want it, and now we're going to turn it on. By the way, when you're standing on a ladder and turning on one of these signs, you might want to close your eyes because they are blindingly bright when you're that close. But anyway, there's the new location of the KHAO Hogan Field sign hanging in our hanger. It's right behind the door when you walk in. Again, thank you, Shop Monkey, for helping with all of that. Now here's one of the 2 signs we started with, Yankee Aviation, for the company name in red, as well as the blue Grumman hanging on the bathroom. Now here's the horizontal Roscoe hanging on the wall. Down at the other corner you can see Roscoe. Sparkle hangs in this corner right when you come in by the door. KHAO in its first location, we did move it. And then here's the Grumman Pilots sign over by the manifold board, and it looks really nice. And then here's Shop Monkey in the other corner. That again, that green light really illuminates that corner, and it's a striking sign. And then finally, here's Matt and I just having a little bit of fun with November 28241. And again, this sign will go with whoever gets the Project Tiger. So we had a lot of fun at the hangar today. Probably no billable hours on customers' airplanes today, but we got a lot done in the hangar, a lot done on the signage, and it was just a Sunday, and we got to spend some time in the cold in the nice warm weather, nice warm hangar, and having a little bit of fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you can do with those non-neon signs. They're not hard to put together. You get everything you need, good instructions, good warranty, and everything else. And there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we are now with Grumman Pilots and our signage. We hope you had some fun with it. At the very end here, Matt's going to put it in the rear window with an ELT battery. You could power it, and you would have your N number shining out of your windows. So we hope you found all this about these new non-neon LED signs useful and informative. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day flying your Grumman. Apologize for the lighting, because a lot of times I don't have time to go turn on a light when I want to film them playing with paper on the floor or wrestling with each other. A lot of times it happens in the wee hours of the night, and I just can't throw enough light on there. So please accept my apology and enjoy their antics and their fun. Thank you.